Exclusive contracted novel by Feilu Novel Network. Pirate's white beard is my apprentice Yun Chen, a special traveler, accidentally crossed into the world of pirates. In order to entertain his boring life, he adopted a white beard as his disciple and taught him various combat techniques. When he woke up from his slumber, the world underwent earth-shattering changes, and his mythology was about to be continued. He cut off the heavenly king Uranus with one sword, he punched down the holy city of Maria with one punch, he alone intimidated many powerful governments around the world. Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Thank you, Chen Fan Fan, for giving a reward of 100 points. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Thank you for your great support, continue to seek various opportunities. Yun Chen, a special traveler, accidentally crossed into the world of pirates. In order to entertain his boring life, he adopted a white beard as his disciple and taught him various combat techniques. When he woke up from his slumber, the world underwent earth-shattering changes, and his mythology was about to be continued. He cut off the heavenly king Uranus with one sword, he punched down the holy city of Maria with one punch, he alone intimidated many powerful governments around the world. Thank you, AA00BB, for giving a 100-point reward. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Thank you for your great support, continue to seek various opportunities. Yun Chen, a special traveler, accidentally crossed into the world of pirates. In order to entertain his boring life, he adopted a white beard as his disciple and taught him various combat techniques. When he woke up from his slumber, the world underwent earth-shattering changes, and his mythology was about to be continued. He cut off the heavenly king Uranus with one sword, he punched down the holy city of Maria with one punch, he alone intimidated many powerful governments around the world. Thank you, favorite Black Widow, for a 100-point reward. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Thank you for your great support, continue to seek various opportunities. Yun Chen, a special traveler, accidentally crossed into the world of pirates. In order to entertain his boring life, he adopted a white beard as his disciple and taught him various combat techniques. When he woke up from his slumber, the world underwent earth-shattering changes, and his mythology was about to be continued. He cut off the heavenly king Uranus with one sword, he punched down the holy city of Maria with one punch, he alone intimidated many powerful governments around the world. Thank you, Black Pig, for giving a reward of 100 points. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Thank you for your great support, continue to seek various opportunities. Yun Chen, a special traveler, accidentally crossed into the world of pirates. In order to entertain his boring life, he adopted a white beard as his disciple and taught him various combat techniques. When he woke up from his slumber, the world underwent earth-shattering changes, and his mythology was about to be continued. He cut off the heavenly king Uranus with one sword, he punched down the holy city of Maria with one punch, he alone intimidated many powerful governments around the world. Thank you for giving a reward of 100 points. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Thank you for your great support, continue to seek various opportunities. Yun Chen, a special traveler, accidentally crossed into the world of pirates. In order to entertain his boring life, he adopted a white beard as his disciple and taught him various combat techniques. When he woke up from his slumber, the world underwent earth-shattering changes, and his mythology was about to be continued. He cut off the heavenly king Uranus with one sword, he punched down the holy city of Maria with one punch, he alone intimidated many powerful governments around the world. Listing remarks. You are listening at novelfull.audio. It's time to put it on the shelves again. Every time a new book is put on the shelves, I feel very uneasy and feel like it might hit the streets. Indeed, I have written a lot of books and it's the most devastating thing. If you keep plunging down the street, you won't have the confidence to write a novel. If you like this book, please provide more support. Each of your subscriptions is crucial to me. It will be available at 12 o'clock and I will update 3 chapters. If there are 300 subscriptions by tomorrow morning, I will have 5 more chapters, which adds up to 8 chapters. If the subscription reaches 500 before noon, I will explode at 7 o'clock and write to 10 o'clock. So, I earnestly request everyone's support. Please subscribe. Request automatic. Seeking a wave of subscription. You are listening at novelfull.audio. I just woke up and took a look at my subscription. I don't think it's very good, but it's not very bad. I can continue writing. So please provide more support to help this book achieve better results. Get up, brush your teeth and wash your face. I didn't even have breakfast, so I turned on the computer and prepared to code. It can be said that Ben Poji can't even afford breakfast and can only rely on this book to sustain himself. If this book can't continue to be written, it's really going to eat dirt and there's no way to persist. If you think this book is good, let's subscribe. Thank you all for your support. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The first day subscription for the new book was pretty good, thank you for your support. When this book was launched, there were not many collections, and the VIP was only 2,300. However, the initial order reached 800 people, which surprised me. The initial order is 800, and the initial order ratio is very high, about a ratio of 3-to-1. I hope everyone will continue to support me. There will be no fewer updates in the future, and I will try my best to maintain the 10,000 word update. Request subscription, automatic. Just returned, update later. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Just returned from out of town, have a meal, update later. There are at least 2 more shifts left today. Everyone, thank you for your support. Chapter 1. I can no longer provide you with shelter from wind and rain. You are listening at novelfull.audio. On the surging sea, a small boat rides the wind and waves, sailing towards the distance. There are 2 figures standing on the small boat, one looking in their 20s and the other with a youthful and tender appearance. Newgate, eat the earthquake fruit. Yun Chen stood on the boat and handed the demon fruit in his hand to Newgate. Master, are you snatching this demon fruit for me? Newgate exclaimed excitedly. Prior to this, Yun Chen wore a Newgate and killed Maria, engaging in war with the Navian army, snatching the Xinjian fruit from the opponent's hands. I don't need devil's fruit, I only have you as my disciple. Who won't I give it to you? Yun Chen said indifferently as he looked into the distance. Yun Chen is not a native of the pirate world, but a traveler. His travel experience is a bit complicated. He himself is an otaku. He first traveled to the heavenly mysterious continent, practiced for 900 years, and became a powerful practitioner. For some reasons, he also traveled to the world of pirates. When he was in the Tian Xian continent, he struck the divine sect with one sword, smashed the heavenly gate with one palm, and shattered the ghost valley with one punch. Sword God, King of Fighters, and the myth of invincibility are all his titles. Crossing into the world of pirates, Yun Chen remains invincible and continues the myth of invincibility. In the midst of boredom, he took in an apprentice. Edward Newgate. It was precisely for this disciple who made him worry about his age that Yun Chen came with a sword and killed Maria. He cut off the heavenly king Uranus with one sword, he punched down the holy city of Maria with one punch, he alone intimidated many powerful governments around the world. Master, I will be as strong as you in the future, Newgate said as he looked at Yun Chen's back with a firm gaze. Then work hard, Yun Chen said calmly. When speaking, my originally black hair turned into a head full of white hair. Seeing such a change in Yun Chen, Newgate was surprised and didn't understand what was going on. Master, what's wrong with you? Newgate asked with concern. Little one, I can't shelter you from the wind and rain anymore. From now on, it's up to you, Yun Chen said calmly, without any emotional fluctuations. Before crossing into the world of pirates, Yun Chen was assassinated by a group of 10 experts. Although he ultimately killed these people, he was fatally poisoned. If it were someone else, they would have died from poisoning long ago, but Yun Chen suppressed this kind of poison with his powerful cultivation, which was not a big deal. This time when he went to Maria, he unleashed all his strength in a battle, making it impossible to suppress the venom hidden inside his body, which suddenly erupted. If it were someone else, they would have lost their lives long ago. After so many years, I still can't control this kind of poison, Yun Chen sighed slightly, feeling a bit helpless. What kind of poison? I'll go find the antidote for you. Newgate saw Yun Chen's situation and immediately became worried, unable to rest assured. He doesn't want anything unexpected to happen to Yun Chen. Newgate, I'm leaving. Take care of yourself and form your pirate group on the sea in the future. Yun Chen didn't turn around to look at Newgate, but jumped into the air and flew away, leaving Newgate alone. No matter how Newgate shouted, Yun Chen did not respond and ignored him. Yun Chen walked alone in this world, thinking of an old man in his twilight years. Before the fallen leaves returned to their roots, he took another look at this world. In the following time, Yun Chen walked out of the new world, walked in the first half of the Great Waterway, and then set off towards the four seas. After a month, Yun Chen finally arrived at Beihai and appeared on a snowy mountain surrounded by white snow. At this point, he was already a frail old man, looking very old, as if a gust of wind could knock him down. Right here, Yun Chen slowly spoke. As he spoke, he just lifted his right hand and swiped forward, immediately creating a large snow ditch. Yun Chen didn't think too much, took a step forward, walked forward, and stepped into the snow ditch. As he stepped into the snow ditch, many white things appeared around his body, and a cicada chirped, echoing in the surrounding space. The sound was sharp and the frequency was also very fast. Yun Chen is a person who doesn't accept his fate. Even if he reaches this point, he doesn't want to die like this. Over the past month, he has been walking around the world, not just to see the world, but to come up with ways to restrain the poison. He is trying now, although the opportunity is not very great, at least there is a chance. More and more white matter covered Yun Chen's body, tightly enveloping him inside, like a cicada pupa, completely snow. White blending with the surrounding white snow. Half an hour later, the cicada pupae fell into a snow ditch several tens of meters deep, and then the ditch collapsed, burying the pupae formed by Yun Chen. The snow ditch collapsed, everything returned to its original state, as if no one had ever come before, and the surroundings fell into silence. Whether Yun Chen can survive this calamity depends on his fate. Moreover, there is no guarantee of how long this will take. Perhaps it takes 10.5 days, maybe decades, or even forever to wake up. Seeking collection, flowers, and rewards.